Whew. Let's talk about how to market yourself in this day and age where everything is possible, shall we? You see, there are many ways to go about and telling people what you do. There are many ways of getting in contact with people. There are many ways of sharing something with people that's going to inspire or motivate them to do something that is going to end up in a financial transaction. All right? I have been doing this for a long time, and I've seen most of the strategies. And one of the very, very, very top strategies is to put someone on your friends list and then DM them saying, "Hi, I saw that we have some mutual friends in common. I was wondering what made you go into your financial professional development, and what are you doing in your business right now?" You see, when I hear that, I kind of want to just scream and hide. Because, first of all, why are you asking a complete stranger about what they're doing in their business? It makes no sense to me. But I guess that's a different culture. So I just had to come to realize that I have to respect that. People come from different places. So that's cool. But what I've also come to realize is that people have a very universal thing in common. We're human. And those humans have emotions. And those emotions usually come from some thought or something that we are going about in our lives. We see reality in the way we see reality, which makes us feel different things depending on whatever we are going through and experiencing, right? Someone might wake up on Monday and they will say like, "Oh, Monday, so many opportunities." And some other people will wake up on Monday saying, "Oh, I wish it was Friday." There's a completely different way of looking at life. But how do you market? How do you actually do things in a way that is going to make people interested? That's something that interests me a whole bunch because I have done a lot, I have taught a lot, and I have been in different businesses seeing how other people teaches people how to do this, right? So I'm going to give you a crash course that is going to be worth tens of thousands of euros because that's literally what people lost when they did these things that was not really anchored in who they are, right? As I said, we are emotional creatures, meaning that you should spark an emotion. So if you're talking to someone, why are you talking to them? What is the reason for you talking to that person? It should be more than just how's business, because that's so surface level that it's actually kind of sad many times because people think that that is the only way. And those people who do that mostly think about money as the end goal. Money is the end all be all, and they have really no other goals to go for. But if you talk to people about the problems they have, the struggles they go through, if you go to a person saying, "Hey, I saw your post, and I couldn't help but notice that you had used some words in there that was not really, are you okay?" So first of all, that is going to show you actually care about another person, which is pretty huge. Hold on, I'm gonna be professional about this. Just OCD kind of thing where I don't see the thing up in the corner. But you're actually caring about the other person. You're trying to do something to help them, not just to add 50 friends during a day and with X amount of time between every ad so that you don't get blocked by Facebook. That's why. You're just tossing a whole bunch of hooks into the water, hoping that one of them will bite. If you instead go out with value, if you go out there and you know who you help, because most people, they help people with things that they experienced, right? So hear me out. If you've gone through something, let's say a trauma, let's say you've been to prison, let's use my example, just to make a very specific and experienced example out of this. You've been in prison and you're going out there and you're seeing that, oh shit, I should have done all these things. Now I'm out, I'm free. I've been in prison for a long time. What the fuck do I do now? Right? If I was to find you, I would inspire the fuck out of you to make sure that you see that you have all the possibilities in the world to do something that you actually want to do based on the experience of being in prison. The thing that most people see as their anchor, the thing that is keeping them back is actually the thing that is going to set them free. This goes not just in prison, but in sexual assault, in fighting, in mental issues, in depression, anxiety, and all these things that we have struggled with, but we found a way and we went through it. And because of us going through it, we now know how to go through it. So by that point, it's just about packaging that so that you can help another person. You literally don't have to be more ahead of a person than a chapter in a book or a page in a book. As long as you can give some value to another person being in a situation that you have been through, that's it. And to be honest, most people just wants to be listened to. That's one of those biggest insights that I've had. Most people simply wants to be listened to because people don't listen today. There's a story to actually paint this picture perfectly. Okay, so there's a coach, and he's a fancy office. Maybe he's got those leather chairs in his office, right? In comes a client. He sits down, saying, "So I'm a carpenter, and I need your help. Can you help me?" The coach, of course, seeing a potential client, goes like, "Of course I can. Hold on." That was papers, by the way. I'm trying to visualize just the whole. Then again, I think today we're using iPads and computers. Minor prop. He says, what you need is an email list. You need to create a big email list so that you can communicate with your people all the time. You need to actually send an email every single day because you want to be top of mind. You know, research tells us that you have to be shown 7 times before some people actually want to make an action on you. You have to be there all the time. And then when you're not sending an email, go out into Facebook, add 50 people a day, and then send them a DM. Be personal, but here's a template. This is something that you can use. Hi, my name is Name, and I saw that we have some mutual friends in common, and how's business? That usually works all the time. That is one thing you can be sure of. This is going to be the end all be all, right? And he's just going to go through all the strategies. He's going to talk to you about the things that you need to do, or the client in this case. So you're a carpenter, so you need to talk about things within carpentry, and you have to... Blah, 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 blah. 30 minutes go by, and he does not shut up. So the carpenter is just sitting there. Okay? Yeah. Right? At the end of the 30 minutes, the carpenter gets out of the chair and sets off to leave. He has received the strategy call, if you will. Received the value that the coach could provide. But as he's entering, or as he's approaching the door, the coach asks, "Hold up! What's your name?" The carpenter turns around and he says, "Jesus." Yeah, so before I go any further, I just wanted that to sink in. The reason that is an important point is because the coach had no fucking idea who he actually dealt with. If he allowed the carpenter to speak, he would have seen that maybe it wasn't as easy as just tossing a whole bunch of strategies at his profession. But all the other things that Jesus had going on for him might have been things that he should have focused on. Helping people, right? Doing the things of value, not the service that he was certified to do. Many people will do this. Many people will just reach out to a whole bunch of people and telling them what they need to do. I call this the advice monster. I heard that somewhere. I have no idea where it was, but that is a very good term. We love to tell people what to do, don't we? But in all reality, you just need to listen. Shut the fuck up and listen. Let a person talk. And then, because you have gone through the experience, you are going to be able to see if you can actually help them. Make sense? Nice. So that was actually not about marketing, but what happens when you actually talk to someone. But how do you attract them? How do you get people into actually talking with you? Lots of ways. Start sharing who you are for once. Have the experience. That would be great. If you're doing this, you should do it because you've gone through the shit. You walked the talk. You didn't just take a course and then put up a profile picture and a cover image on Facebook saying, "I help so-and-so reach so-and-so because of so-and-so." You should do that because you have gone through the shit. Be you. Show who you are. Through stories. Stories elicit emotions. We have been telling stories since we were bonking each other on the head around the campfire in the Stone Age. Probably way before that. That is how we have been surviving. The stories we tell to the people around us is going to elicit the insights and the experience and the value that we can provide. This is why I was really onto that video about the death tax. If we have 100% death tax, we are gonna just go fuck all the money. We're gonna add the value instead. We're gonna focus on giving the value to the people coming after us. Through stories, through knowledge, through actual value that is gonna set other people free. Because you are sitting there right now with an answer that you might not even realize that you have to a problem that a bunch of people are currently having. There are 8 billion people on this planet, and 40%, according to recent studies, that might actually be higher right now, but 40% around-ish is online, meaning that more and more people are getting online. Technology is evolving. We are getting smarter. We are getting a filter for the bullshit as well, which is great for those people who actually have something to offer the people, right? Instead of just, here's how to make $1 billion. Here's how to do that. Here's how to make $2 million in 90 days. All those things that is just based on copywriting principles. Start sharing stories of who you actually are, the pain that you went through, the insights that you learned. And I can promise you that you're going to see results. And it might not happen overnight because nobody knows you. So it shouldn't happen overnight. It took me 4 years, just about 4 years, for people to start approaching me on the street saying, I saw your video. I've been paying attention to you for some time. Thank you for what you're doing. Can we talk? Would have happened if I was just, going into the DMs with a shotgun. Because that doesn't work. Well, it might work, but honestly, there are better ways to do it. And this is a evergreen thing. Evergreen means that it is something that is going to work forever, because we're never going to go from stories. We're never going to stop thinking about stories. We're never going to stop feeling. We are humans. So shift the whole perspective on how to get clients. Instead, think about how you can be of value. Einstein said that. Did he though? Maybe. Something about don't focus on getting all that success you want. Focus on being a person of value. It is that simple. And the reason I'm making this video right now is because I just received 3 of those messages during the night. God, I'm starting to get sick of them. So I hope that this video probably will be one of those responses I can just send them. And if I did, I'm sorry. But seriously, up your game. Get better. It's not about getting better. Just get real. Start to care more about the person you're talking to than the money you might get from it. You got time just like everyone else. How you spend that time is up to you. You're wasting a lot of time just shooting out that templated crap in the DMs. All right. Thank you for listening. And if you have experienced trauma, insights, a story that is not like everyone else, if you have some shit in the otherwise very pearly white history of yours, great. Then come to people who knows how to elicit that. Elicit? That is the wrong word. Come to people. Come to me. Reach out to me. And we can talk about how you can package that, how you can use that as a way of you getting what you need in life, where you can do what you need to do. And I'm saying need, because don't don't start this journey for the money. All right? Don't start this journey for the material gain alone. Do this because you want to help people. And once you do that, you are going to feel like you're never working a day of your life because you're loving what you do. Many people might love just to make money, but seriously though, there are so many more things to do in life. It's currently the 11th of the 11th. November 11th. Today I'm going to go to Kristiansand, which is a town, and I'm going to swim in the water. Because that's an adventure waiting to happen. Oh, I'm getting all tingly just thinking about it. So, makes sense? If you have something, reach out. And let's talk about how you can actually use that to fuel your journey. It's actually kind of simple. You could just go into challenge.theseppola.com. That's going to help you a bunch. But I'm not going to waste time trying to tell you what to do. You have something in you. The fear of not doing it, or the fear of what would happen if you were to do it keeps a lot of people back. If you simply want to see if there's anything else to be had in life, I love using the words, what if? Because you have nothing to lose, you have everything to gain. If you're in a position where you want to change, you need to do something else to get things that you haven't gotten before. But if you continue to do everything that you've always done, you're going to continue to receive what you've always received. You need to do something new. All right, have a fantastic day. Love your face. Take care of frickin' family, and I'll see you in the next one.